Take three, guys. Can you see my hand? Take three. Take three, guys. I tell you, I've never had so much issues with my device. I mean, in terms of internet, and it usually takes a long while to reboot because I mean it's a tablet, so it takes a bit of to reboot. But today, the moment we touched on to Brandon's topic, everything seemed to start bugging out. But I'm not a quitter. Quit is not in my vocabulary. And so I decided to continue with this until I feel satisfied enough to say, okay, it's time. It's now time to end it. But it's not that time as yet. So I'm back, and I hope that uh, you guys will rejoin me. It's a bit abrupt, you know, just like before. But I'm willing to continue once again. I'm willing to continue once again. And hopefully you guys will join me once again in continuing on our discussion as it relates to living with autism, and not just autism, but based on Brandon's take today. He was afraid that Brandon Jackson, he was afraid that he might forget, because being that he's autistic, he thought chances are if he didn't go ahead and do what he needed to do before later on, then chances are he might forget. And I was saying it is the best approach. It is best for us to do things in the now and stop thinking about later on, tomorrow, the next hour, the next minute, because then we have enough time to procrastinate and never get things done. So, welcome back. Welcome back to my LS. Thank you very much for coming in. I've I'm using a smaller device, so it's not really capturing everything that as I'd wanted. But I'm working with it because I've been trying for some time to use it for the streaming as opposed to the tablet. Seeing that it charges a lot faster, but uh, because of what has been happening, I decided to try again to see if it will work. Stop it. To see if it will work and continue. So of course I'm gonna have so being that of course it's in the day and not in the evenings where I'd have a lot less distractions. You're gonna have it in real life. It's gonna be real life, right? No filters, no nothing, just us talking and connecting as we go along. So I'm trying to keep these little ones as quiet as possible so as to not get into any issues with YT. I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can share share again with the family. See if we can get back on the discussion. right, so I've gone ahead and shared wherever I can because, of course, I don't have my own community just yet. So I'm doing what I can do for now, and that's just to share to my Facebook and Instagram family, and hopefully we'll have persons coming over. All right, so I've done that. I've done that. This child is gonna get me in issues with YT, you know. Let me know, guys, as you come in, if you can hear me clearly, if you can see me, and if not, just type in the comment section so I can address it, okay? Paris, let me know. So it's the sun hut with your girl, a poet unleashed, aka. So yeah, so we didn't have a specific topic for neither of our previously streams that ended abruptly, but we had a very deep discussion going on, and was really in relation to uh, living with autism, because the person that I was speaking with earlier, Brandon Jackson, he has lived with it all his life, and he was letting me know, a few things that he had to deal with during that period, and he chose to go live earlier. I'm yet to see that because of this thing being up and down, but he went live earlier and just poured his heart out. He even said that he cried, but that is fine, you know. Like I was saying, tears is a language that God understands, and it's a universal language, just like music. You know, it allows you to pour out the emotions that your words just your you can't formulate in words. And so I'm very proud of him. I'm proud of the fact that he went ahead and did that, because it's a part of the healing process. Believe me, I know, because I had to. It has to start from somewhere. It has to start from somewhere. And it's best when you can identify where it is that you need to start from, you know, it's best. And when you have a good support group as well. I mean, for me coming up, I didn't really have that. I may not have had lived with autism. My son is on the spectrum for autism, however. But as a teen, that was never my issue. But I too have my stories. You know, I've gone through so much coming up, and sometimes I look back and I have to laugh, and I'm like, girl, you are strong, because when I share my stories with persons, they might really look and they're wondering how did you do it? But it's the same thing for me. It's the same thing for me when I hear others' stories, when they share it with me, and I'm like, wow, you know, I could never do that. But it doesn't make my story any less, important. It doesn't make the pain that I felt less severe, you know. It's just that each person has their own tolerance, how they deal with their own pain. But when we can be there for one another, that is the thing. When we can be there. Shannon, Mark, thanks guys, thanks for coming back. Yeah, I of course, I'm not someone who give up easily. So I wasn't about to allow the enemy to just ruin it. So I figured out a way finally to have the other device stream because it wasn't allowing me, and I realized what the issue is. So I'm using that one to stream and allow my other device to just continue. It's buffering. Oh, I'm not really sure why. Possibly it's the device. It could be the other device that I'm using because I'm allowing the other one to charge up properly. I'm allowing it to charge properly. So I'm sorry about that. But if you're willing to work with your girl, you know. Yeah, so I was really touching back on the topic that we were discussing on both LS that just, ended like that. But I'm so proud. I was saying I'm so proud of Brandon because he just stepped out, moments after he finished talking, and he just stepped out and went ahead and just poured his heart out. And that people understand that this is what it is like. I've yet to get a chance to watch it, and when he went on, I really thought that he was going to do it a bit later, but he said that he also has issues with memory, and because of that he chose to just do it in that moment, and I'm happy that he chose to do that, and that's what we need to really look towards more. Uh, we need to do things, just do it. Stop saying that we're going to do it. A kids home practice, welcome to my LS. Thank you very much for joining. Thank you so very much. If you've not gone ahead and given your host a thumbs up, you can definitely do so. And Shannon Mark is here with me. You can make that connection if you haven't already. But thank you, a mega shout out to you, my friends. That's a kids home practice. Thank you for coming. I was discussing a kids home practice. Hello, everyone. Uh, I was discussing a matter that we were on earlier with regards to one of our family members, a YT family, Brandon Jackson. He's an autistic, living with autism for his entire life, basically. And my son is also on the spectrum for autism. So we were discussing, how what it is that his life was like as a child coming up, because you can never really learn, enough from books and from teachers. You If you haven't really lived the life, you can't really relate. I mean, you have an idea, have an understanding, but there's something that you'll be lacking, and that's the experience. So I opted to ask him what it was like, and he stated that he didn't really like talking about it. And based on that, I was, basically trying to encourage him, because I've had similar situations as a child where I was unable to, really be the best I can be, because there was so much holding me back, so much pain, so much anger, and that's because I had it bottled up. So I was explaining to him that he needs to, release it. He needs to. My outlet was to draw or to write, you know. And whenever I get into that space, I would just use that, and I would use it to just release some of what I felt. Some days when I feel like screaming, I don't want anybody to hear or to question, or I didn't want anyone to pity me. And that's a lot of times that's the issue. We don't really want that sort of uh, it's the word I'm looking for. You don't want that sort of attention, right, on yourself. You don't want to be pitied, And so sometimes you keep it to yourself. Outside of that, it's because of a lack of trust. And believe me when I tell you, I lost faith in everyone, so I didn't really share with persons, and even persons who would have most likely been able to help me along the way. I just had so much distrust that I didn't bother to, include them in whatever I was going through. And so now, as an adult, when I may speak about it more, and they would understand that these are the things that were happening with me, they were like, if you had just said this to me. But when you're going through it, sometimes you just feel like it's a lot better for you to just keep it to yourself. And then unfortunately, when we do that, most times it's not the case that we're releasing it, we're suppressing it. And I keep saying, I'm going to continue to reiterate that suppression is not our friend. You understand? It's a road down a very dark alley. And if you can't manage to get yourself out of that place, then you might find yourself doing some really crazy things that you would never figure that you could do. And then the enemy just comes and whispers everything that he knows that, you know, that he figures that you need to hear. And you listen to the lies until you find yourself doing something crazy that you probably won't ever be able to come back. Believe me, I've had my fair share of that. And it's because of that why I speak passionately about certain topics, you know. And when I hear persons now, because at one point, as I was going through my own dark alley, if you as much as brought up the discussion, you just needed to introduce a topic and I would get so angry. You would not know because, I kept everything in, you know. I would just shut down, or I would just immediately cut off the topic, or I would leave. That's how it was. If it was even on the news, if it was even on the news, that it would be the same thing. I would get so mad, you know, because as I said, these things is a cycle. It continues. It leaves from you. It doesn't stop at you. It continues into the next generation, unless, of course, you decide to put a stop in it. That you're going to break that cycle. You're going to break that curse, and don't allow it to enter back into your future generations. But it's not easy. It's not easy. So I'm so proud. I don't know if he realizes that I'm back on, because he had been in the first and the second one. Um, he was in the first and the second live stream that just ended. It wasn't something that I had control over, but I'm just saying that this never usually happens. If it even dies because I was using it and it wasn't charged, enough, then I reboot and it's fine. But now it just chose to just continuously run down and not keeping the charge. And this never happens. So, sometimes, when these things happen, it's because something is about to happen, something great, some form of breakthrough is coming your way, and the enemy is trying to stop that. So it's because of this, I just decided that whether or not, I'm just going to continue. I'm going to start another one and continue on the way. But yeah, so that was basically the discussion, you know. But because living with it, my son having autism, I mean, I don't accept that life for him, but the reality is on the spectrum for it, and I have to be fighting with it, and it's not easy. It's not easy, because there are some times that he'll be there, and he can be mischievous. I'm not going to say that no, he is has a time that is he's rude. But other times he'll be there and you just know that it's a mere fact that he cannot communicate as he would have wanted to. And because of that, there's so much anger bottled in. And he doesn't know exactly how to release it. And because of that, now I myself get so frustrated because I'm not sure what to do either. You know, another time he just does some things to just brighten up my day, or So the simplest of things that he does will just, it brings joy to me because I know from where he was coming from. Because now he actually speaks, not at the level that you would expect him to speak, but he's talking and he's doing a little of this, a little of that, but he has a very brilliant mind. He has a brilliant mind. Yeah. Mommy. What's that on your nose? Let me see it. Let me take it from your nose. Yeah. So yeah, so that's basically where the discussion is on today. Getting through those things that we have to encounter on a day-to-day basis, and trying not to judge someone based on their own, because of because you think that their circumstance is less severe than yours. 'Cause there's no such thing. There's no such thing. Before I went out, I was supposed to recite a poem that I had recited it before on a previous LS, but it the moment just called for it, and then by the time I opened it up, that was it. The stream ended. Well, at least my device shut down on me. So I'm going to go. I'm going to do the same thing when it reaches uh, 152. I usually do it every hour on the hour, but the fact that I've had to stop so many times, I'm just gonna go ahead and do it on at 2 o'clock. One moment, please. Yeah, so it's a day in the life. It's a day in the life. Yeah, no filters. I mean, at least this camera makes it seem as though there's a filter, but the quality is just awful. That's the only issue. All right, so yeah, guys, you're gonna be hearing bikes and cars and some noise. Earlier, we had our neighbor cutting his yard, so we had that. And then the kids, then the kids. Like now, shh. Yeah. All right, forgive me, guys. You come in and my head is down. I'm I'm trying to share this thing again. Hopefully this one will be a lot better. I mean, seems as though it's a bit better right now. Seems as if it's a bit better right now. So I'm hopeful that God will allow it to remain the same. A kids home practice I'll be leaving. Okay, thank you very much for coming. A kids home practice. I do appreciate you coming in. Have a wonderful day. That's a kids home practice, guys. A kids home practice. If you did not have Shannon and Mark, of course, you can go ahead and make that connection with them. Make that connection, and they will get back to you. All right, they're genuine persons. Yeah, they're genuine persons, so they'll definitely get back to you, all right? But thank you very much. Thank you very, very much for your time. I appreciate it. God bless. Hmm? All right, guys. So, again, forgive me if I'm holding my head down and using both devices, trying to make that connection. Sit down. Sit down. Yes. So I'm here with my little ones. Of course, I'm doing this, but still have to be a mommy outside of YT. Still have to be a mommy outside of YT. So I'm using a relatively smaller device, guys. So sometimes I have to be trying to find the camera. Take your time. Take your time. I need to break the button, Station. Hmm? No crashes. Hmm? Okay. Yeah, so I'm trying to share this in as much places that I can. All right, so who's here with me? Let me know who's here with me. Go ahead and leave a comment in the chat box so I know that you're there. As well as no pressure. If you prefer to stay outside, that is fine. I do appreciate you being here nonetheless. But of course, while you're out there, please remember to drop a little something something in my inbox. Leave me a lovely thumbs up. And if you have not yet connected with your host, ensure to do so. And I'll get back to you after my LS. What is that? What's that? I don't know. So why are you bringing that creepy thing to me? share this in as much places as we can. Oh, sorry about that. Playing again. I don't know why these kids just figure that the things that fascinate them, the creepy crawlies and all of these things, that their parents are going to appreciate the same things. Because I don't. I absolutely don't appreciate it. Their parents are going to appreciate. Appreciate the same things. Because I don't. Alright, trying to get those extra thumbs up. Absolutely don't appreciate it. Why does it keep doing that? Why does it keep doing that? Hey, Auntie Pamela Butt. Mega shout out, my auntie. This is one of my many mothers. One of my many mothers. That's okay. That's okay. I had two previous ones, Auntie Pam, but unfortunately they closed out in the middle of a very deep discussion because we were discussing hi because we were discussing living with autism. I just basically life in itself, you know. But that was one of the main things that we were discussing because I didn't have a specific topic. I didn't have a specific topic, but it came about when one of our YT brothers joined and we were talking, and my son is on the spectrum for autism. So, out of curiosity, I had asked him if, what was it like growing up with autism? Because I know that it's not easy. Autism in itself, it's a, oh my gosh, it's not a wonderful thing. It's not a wonderful thing. And so I was asking because you can never learn too much, and he in turn was saying that he didn't really like talking about it. I'm sorry if I sound a bit repetitive, but you're just joining. So I'm trying to fill you in. So based on that, I became concerned because I didn't like, what he was saying. Not that he was saying something wrong, but because I know that I was on that path where, based on my own experiences, you already know them. What's wrong with? I don't think there's any eyes around here. Give me a second, Auntie Pam. I'll be right back. Can't have this girl screaming in the camera. I see what I did. Ha, I see what I did. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Yeah, I can't have her screaming in the camera because otherwise YT is going to might take down my video and that will affect my watch time. So I can't have her screaming in it, you know. Yeah. So if you're still there, let me know. Let me know. Comment below. Let me know if you're there. Hey, lover mother. Hey, hey, honey. Thank you very much for coming. Thank you. I like your name. I like your name. What is that child doing out there? Thank you very much for coming, guys. Mo Brown's Creations and Tayshawn Brown. That is me. That those are my ninja accounts, so you don't have to connect with them. Well, Mo Brown's is more of my business channel, but I haven't really done anything to it. So you can connect with that one, but for the other, you can leave it as is, and I'll definitely get back to you. I'm active on each one of them, but it's totally up to you. But those are my ninja accounts. Yeah, were you in on the? Did you catch anything much on the last broadcast that I did? Lover mother, let me know. So if not, I can fill you in on what you would have missed out. I'm hoping that Brandon may rejoin us. You know, as a matter of fact, that I could give him a jacket and allow him to drop his link so I can see what his video was about. But I'm trying to search for him now. I'm trying to search for him now and see if I can find that video. But you know, I'm so proud of him though. I'm proud of him because he took the step because he wants to start that healing process. So I'm very proud of him. You know, we have to start from somewhere. We have to start from somewhere. I'm still not seeing it. Still not seeing it. I don't know why. I don't know why I'm not seeing it. I don't know why I'm not seeing it. I hope he does. I hope he does rejoin us though. Oh, here, I found it. I found it. I found it, guys. I found it. All right, so I'm going to drop the link. I'm going to drop the link so you guys can, you know, watch it. You can watch it a bit later. Or no, if you choose to and come back. It's Oh, it's an hour. Ooh, you can watch it afterwards. It's an hour and something. Almost an hour long. It's almost an hour long. So that means I'm probably gonna have to watch it a bit later because this, yeah, is still charging. All right. All right. So I found it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and share it with you guys. Did it go through? All right, guys. So that's his link to his latest stream, the latest stream that he did. So you can feel free to go ahead and check him out afterwards because I think he had a lot to say. He had a lot to say in it because based on his condition, based on his uh, him being autistic, he was treated unfairly, bullied, and no one thought of him having a disability that he had to live with. They just considered him being normal. I mean, he is normal, you know what I mean? But he has other things that he has to contend with that other folks like myself would not have to deal with. And because of that, he was bullied and all these things. Um, Found himself stress eating and a few other contributing factors. But I'm happy that he's here. I'm happy that he is still fighting that fight and he's not giving up. And the first step that he took today was to come out, you know, to the world, because I know that the right persons will listen. It will bring about awareness and it will help someone like myself who has to live with a child that has autism, or someone who has autism, or even if a person who themselves is autistic. So I'm proud of him for taking that step and doing that today. But we have so much things that we have to deal with in this life. Come down, Tayshawn. We have so much things that we have to deal with, and autism is just one of them. It's just one of them. All right, see, I was supposed to do, I was supposed to go ahead and read a poem, and I didn't do it. I'm gonna go ahead and do it now. Let me try and locate it. Forgive me, guys. I really need to sit down and study these things, but because I'm constantly writing, you know, but I really need to sit down and so that I can just pull from my head and just recite them on spot. I mean, some of them I can, but I've written quite a few, so they don't all just stick. It's gonna be a matter of practice. Sure. Where is it? Sit down, sit down, sit down. All right, guys, let me know if you're still here. Let me know if you're still here. So the poem that I was moved to reread was Pain is Pain. That's the one I was moved to reread. So I'm trying to find it in this one. Because for some reason, I think that one, I accidentally did something to it and I'm seeing some parts of it missing. Some parts of it missing. Stop it. Stop it. And I can't. Okay, here we go. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and recite this one for you guys. So this one is Pain is Pain. Pain is pain, no matter the magnitude. What each can handle is based on tolerance. A prick from an eagle to a dog's bite, separate at our parts, shares the same significance. Pain is pain, shows no prejudice in choosing up its next victim, toys with you like cats and mimics a serpent, strong will like bones, it will break them. Pain is pain, therefore resist the urge of judging one of its victims, of old or new, whoever is fighting. For to you it's small, yet large to me, but for he who suffers, that means nothing. Pain is pain. Alright, so as it says, it is pain no matter the magnitude. It is pain no matter the magnitude. So because I can't bear a prick of a needle and you can handle a dog's bite, it doesn't make a difference, it's still pain. We will both cry, we will both hold on to that area. Some may even die. I mentioned this the last time I read this in one of my LS. It was later down in the night, where we figure that we're so strong. We're so strong, and what another we can bear so much. But you can be, for example, a soldier. They go through a lot. They have to endure a lot. When they come back, a single sting of a bee can kill them. An ant bite, the cold. They've gone through so much, and yet that is what conquers them. Because it doesn't matter the magnitude, it is still pain. And so we should resist the urge of judging. We definitely need to stay outside of that and just be there for each other instead of being boastful. Oh, you can't manage. See, really? I want ants bite you, go on so over. but instead understand that that is what they can handle. It doesn't make them soft. It's what they can handle. Their ants bite for them measures up to a hammer being dropped on their foot. It's still pain. So yeah. But I'm here. I don't know how long I'm going to run this one for, because see, not everyone that was in the previous one, you know, um, has gone about doing their thing. But I'm appreciative of everyone that comes in, if even for a second. I'm appreciative of everyone that comes in. Oh, that's what she meant. Oh, now I see. I see what Shannon Mark meant when they said I kept buffering. This is the same thing that was happening with Johnny and Claire TV last night, and the night before it was just buffering away. They had to close out because it's fine on this screen, but for this one, it's acting out. Let me know if it's still happening there. I don't know if I'm gonna have to stop it and then restart. But let me know if it's okay on your end. If you're still here, if you're still watching, if you're still hearing, type in the comments and let me know if it's still buffering so I can restart the phone and get back on track. Because I figured that I heard that person had been having some issues with StreamYard. I don't know if it's uh, the amount of persons that are using it at the same time. I don't know. Maybe that could be a result of it. But let me know below so I can attempt to fix it. Sorry guys, I'm looking at two screens here. All right, so it's today. Oh, if you could only see these two right now. Oh, wow. Is that hungry? Is it sleep? I think it may be a bit of both. I think it may be a bit of both. Let me get back over here. I don't want this. Oh wow, this is hot. This is hot, 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 hot. Alright, so guys, as you come in, I'm not sure if it's the same thing that's happening on your device, but the tablet that I'm looking on, not the one that I'm streaming from, it seems to be buffering. So let me know if it's the same thing that's happening to you so I can attempt to fix it. Let me know if you're hearing me clearly or seeing me clearly. Your ear. Are you okay? You sure? Alright, don't move your head or you're gonna hurt it. Alright, this one is telling me that, but this is telling me no. You want to sleep? You want to sleep? Why not? You barely sleep in the day and you barely sleep in the night. Hmm? Ew. Hold on, hold on. You try off mommy tablet? Huh? I wonder if I can. This will bother me if I open it. No. Okay, because I need some air. No noise. It's no noise. Yes. Mommy's doing live stream. It's a day in the life with your mommy. What you think about that? Alright, I'm going to. Don't put your foot up there. Hold on, hold on. Ooh, watch your head. Watch your head. Watch your head. Alright, guys, I'm gonna try and share. Try and share again. See if we can get some folks in the house. Oh, no, not that. Not that. sent the wrong thing. I'll be sitting over here wondering what went wrong. What went wrong? Okay. Alright. So as I said before, guys, I don't have my own community just yet. So I have to share in whatever means that I can. No? Let's see if the same thing happens here. I don't know, it's buffering. Why is it buffering? Alright, I'm gonna come off. I think Streamlabs is misbehaving. Really misbehaving. I mean, StreamYard. I don't understand what's happening. I don't understand what's happening right now. Hello. 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 There was a house. My back. Okay, there we go. There we go. Yeah, no, I'm back. All right, so I think everything's back to normal now. I hope. I hope everything is back to normal. All right, guys, let me know if you can see me, if you can hear me. I think I've rectified the problem now. Johnny and Clear TV, hey, thank you very much for coming back in. I'm eating. I hope your internet is okay now. Well, just now it wasn't the internet that was the issue, it was the phone. But what happened just now, you remember the same thing that's happening with your StreamYard? That's what was happening with me just now. If one Oh, sorry about that. You're in. No, it wasn't mute actually. I right now I don't even know what's happening. It wasn't on mute. But let me know if it's still doing that. If it's still misbehaving. If it's still misbehaving, then let me know. I didn't close out. I didn't close out. I just went back onto the same one. All right, let me see what's happening. Okay, okay. All right, great. That's great. That's great. I thought the same thing was happening. Yes, go, go. I thought it was the same thing that was happening. So I'm happy it's fine now. I'm happy it's fine now. What are you having for this is a lot to do what I'm meant to do. All right, so I'm back. I'm back again. So thank you very much for coming, Johnny and Claire TV. You know, I have to give you your props. I have to letting persons know, what's up. Choppy again? I don't know. I think StreamYard. Daniela is up. Daniela. Oh man, I don't know what to do about this right now. I don't know what to do about it right now. Oh, it's good now? Okay. All right. I don't think it's the internet as well as it could be, but I think the problem is more along the lines of that's thing. I think that's what's happening. I know you are. So thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you. It's some that the battery is overheating. Because I'm using another phone. I'm not using the tablet because the tablet seems to be acting up. I'm guessing I'm going to need to invest in another device. I'm gonna have to invest in a device. That's what I'm going to have to do. Okay, that's good. That's good. So what are you having for dinner? May I have some? Is what 3:49, almost 4 o'clock there. I'm gonna have to come over for dinner because I'm not cooking. I'm not cooking, so I'm coming over for dinner. So y'all gonna have to prepare me something nice. Tell Johnny that he needs to cook. I need something scrumptious. Um, I'm trying to help one of my friends to get back. Sorry, my breakfast all the resources they have. We have vegan meat. Oh, I don't know. Maybe I would like, I think I probably would like something I would like though. But I know I went out again. This device can't really manage what's happening. Hey, the crew family! Yay! I'm back. um, I'm having some issues with these things, but you know what? Like I said, until I say I'm through, that's when I'm going to end this thing. This thing is way too out of order right now. I search for you and find you. Oh, so I don't know. I'm not sure what's up with that. Maybe that's why I'm not making my views on this right now. But I'm appreciative of who are coming. So thank you very much, guys. Thank you very much. Yes, I did. I did. Again, I did get cut off again, unfortunately. I did get cut off again. I know maybe later will be a bit better. Or maybe I'm not sure if I'll go on later. I may try to go and get me um some more cookies, chocolate, because I'm struggling to get over to the 800 right now. I think I'm losing. I think I'm losing. Because right now I'm not sure. Because so the numbers where I was and for the amount of connections that were made, it's not adding up. So I think I'm losing as opposed to gaining right now. A bit frustrating to be honest. So this is one later. I'm not going to go on tomorrow either. So uh, 2 days. I'll use those 2 days. Oh my God. This girl is using a whole bag of toothpaste in her mouth. Yeah. This The person can manage what happened to it right now. Hold it down close and personal with it. Yeah, it does that overheating as well. Johnny and Claire TV, were you watching Balois at his final today? I did not know that he was so agile. I saw him jumping so high and hitting that ball. I was like, wow, you go. I guess you can hear all that in the background, huh? Shh, guys, calm down. I'm going to end shortly, guys, because this thing keeps coming and going out, in and out. So I think I'm going to end it probably about 3 and allow these things to get some rest. Maybe that's it. Yeah, and boot up mine so I can start making some connections. Yeah, I realize. I realize. So I think I'm just gonna give. Sit down there, my boy. I think I'm going to end it shortly and then just pick up for Monday. But we can continue chatting in IG because I need to get my challenge ideas going. I don't think I'm going to do anything impromptu. I think I'm going to probably get uh, paragraphs from different languages and then just go with it. Or I don't know, if you think it would be a lot more fun to just do it impromptu, you guys comment and I try to pronounce them, pronounce and enunciate those words, then I'll do that. But we can talk about that offline. I think I want to do it between Wednesday and Friday. I don't know, maybe soon. I'm not sure that. Also enjoy and take some rest. Your kids take care. Say hi to them. This thing's so super delayed. This is super delayed. All right, guys. So this is the end of my live today, the highlight of the day. I'm just gonna finish it, and we'll see each other again on Monday. I may go on a bit earlier. If it is that I get a daylight day, and I'll go in the morning to the same, or probably in the afternoon, so I can facilitate both my Filipino, Jamaican, and African community. So that is it for today. Thank you very much for tuning in. Thank you very much for engaging in our discussion. Thank you, Brandon. Jackson, you were awesome. I'm gonna go ahead and watch your video in a few. And I hope that you feel, liberated. I hope you feel some sense of, release. A burden has been shifted to some degree. I know everything will be gone in the same at the same time, but at least you have that light feeling. You're feeling a bit lighter having done that today. So part of my mind will continue to stay connected. God bless. Be safe. Wear those masks. Sanitize. We have to follow the law of the land. I've always spoken for the law of the Lord. So go ahead, have yourself a blessed day, and thank you for joining in. Until next time.